most of the time.
I just listen to my music.
If you will please stand for the national anthem. The graduating class would like to welcome you to the CHS 2024 graduation exercises. We will begin with a land acknowledgement. In the spirit of truth and reconciliation, Cardston High School acknowledges that we are on Treaty Number 7 territory, the customary and traditional territory of the Kainai First Nations. We acknowledge all the many Indigenous peoples whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries. Now we wish to recognize the elected officials and other dignitaries that are with us this evening. If they'll please stand. And audience, you can hold your applause until all the names have been read. The Western Trustees, Mrs. Tammy Tolley, Mrs. Anna Joyce Frank, and Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Austin Nunn and Mr. Todd Heddy. CHS Principal, Mr. Cody Toon, CHS Vice Principals, Mrs. Coralie Williams and Mr. Stephen Gibbons. And representing the town of Cardston, our mayor, Her Worship, Miss Maggie Cronin. We would now like to ask Mrs. Waterville to offer our invitation.
Our Father in heaven, as we bow our heads before thee at this time, Heavenly Father, we're thankful that we could gather together as a community and as parents, as family and teachers and staff and admin, and we're thankful that we could come and celebrate this evening to honor our graduates that are graduating this evening, and we ask thee to watch over them as they continue on after high school, that they are now young adults, and bless them with whatever they are going to go into next, and help them to succeed in those things, and we ask thee that thou will be with them with whatever they will do next, and we ask thee that thou will watch over us this evening, and as we celebrate this evening with them, and that all will be well, and that we'll have a nice evening, and we say these things in Jesus Christ. Amen.
The program will continue as follows. The class president's address by me, the principal's address by Mr. Cody Toon, the valedictory address given by Adam Hornberger, and then awards and scholarships by Mrs. Coralie Williams, and presentation of certificates by CHS administration. All right, ladies and gentlemen, faculty, proud parents, and fellow graduates. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives. We stand at the threshold of endless possibilities, armed with the knowledge, resilience, and determination we have gained through our 12 years of schooling. I'm sure that many of you, similarly to me, have recently been reminiscing about these last 4 years we've spent at CHS. School activities, sporting events, and especially the friendships that we have found along the way. And while looking back at all of these memories, it's important to remember that the very best is still ahead of us. We may be sad about leaving this place and these people that have been so familiar to us in these very transformative years, but there is joy in change and growth. We need to go through uncomfortable periods in our lives to grow, evolve, and become stronger. But tonight we shouldn't dwell on the uncomfortable or negative emotions. We graduated! All of our hard work has finally paid off. We will all move on to do great things with our lives, whether that's heading off to school, starting a new job, getting married, or traveling. We have some very big and scary, but also very exciting choices to make in the near future. Looking out at this class of 2024 tonight makes me so excited to see what we will do with all of our potential and what each of us will achieve. Senior year has just flown by, but I am so happy I had the opportunity of being your class president. This role comes with a lot of responsibilities, but it has taught me so many useful lessons, and it was so much fun. I also want to express my gratitude for all the teachers and staff that supported the student council and I in all our new ideas, and that helped orchestrate the events that have made this year the best one ever. So here's to looking forward with optimism and seizing every chance that comes our way, and remembering that graduation isn't just an end, it's the beginning of many new adventures. Thank you.
Good job, Sarah. Dignitaries, honored guests, family, and staff of CHS, thank you for being here tonight to celebrate with these graduates their commencement. This time-honored tradition, marking the end of one phase of life and the commencement or beginning of another phase, is a significant ceremony, and it's one I'm privileged to be a part of. I was recently reminded of a deep source of wisdom that I've used for the foundation of my remarks tonight. In the Pixar movie Cars 3, Lightning McQueen struggles with the reality that he can no longer compete with the younger, faster race cars. By the end of the movie, Lightning has to come to grips with the commencement of a new phase of his life. At the commencement of your next phase of life, here are 3 timeless lessons from Cars 3. Lesson number 1, get advice from good sources. In an effort to stay competitive, Lightning McQueen seeks out older race cars to tap into their experience. When he's feeling sad, he calls his best friend, Mater. And each of these people give him great advice. They help him through significant challenges. But he has to work. Good advice is sometimes like that. It's hard to hear. If the advice you're getting pushes you to take a harder road, then it's likely coming from a good source that you can trust. So remember, get advice from good sources. Lesson number 2, remember the value of sacred dirt. During the movie, Lightning McQueen visits some original dirt racetracks, home to some legendary racing. On that sacred dirt, he reconnects with his true self and he feels the excitement of being part of something that's bigger than him. Moving into your next phase of life, find your sacred dirt. It'll be a place where you feel energized, supported, and grounded. It could be your childhood home or a place of religious importance, but sacred dirt can just as easily be in the mountains, on a lake, or out bird watching. So remember, to stay grounded and energized, return to sacred dirt. And lesson number 3, serving others never fails. By the end of the movie, Lightning gives up his number in the final race to give a young racer her shot. As you commence your next phase of life, graduates, remember that serving others is a guarantee to feeling better and living better. Think of all the people that have served you during your childhood. Accept the challenge today to be the kind of person that serves others. As you do, you will realize that the success of those you serve provides you with real fulfillment and happiness. So remember, serving others never fails. With everyone else here tonight, I wish you the best of luck as you commence this next phase of your lives. Congratulations, Carson High School graduates of 2024. Go Cougs!
First and foremost, I would like to thank the teachers and the staff. Thank you for opening our eyes to new knowledge. Knowledge in my mind is exceedingly valuable. So thank you for your efforts day after day and attempting to give it to us. And thank you for bearing with us throughout the years. Thank you to the rest of the staff as well for keeping the school orderly and clean. The more I learn in each step, the more I recognize how little I know in that. So, though I learned much in the last 13 years of my schooling, I also learned that I essentially know nothing. Greater knowledge is the pursuit of a lifetime. I am no better than anyone else. I want to start by making that clear. Each of us is a unique person. Each of us is an entirely different person with different lives. Undoubtedly, each one of the graduates has a greater knowledge and skill than I do in many areas, many areas. The definition of the word sonder is the profound feeling of realizing that everyone, including strangers, passing in the street has a life as vivid and complex as one's own, which they are constantly living despite one's personal lack of awareness of it. Each of us has unique talents and gifts. Each of us has different knowledge, and that does not make any of us better than another. There's a quote attributed to Albert Einstein that states, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." So pursue your dreams. You are a genius. Better your talents. Find something worth pursuing and pursue it with vigor. We cannot judge ourselves based on others. We would never measure up if we did, for our pursuits are not theirs. A fish is not meant to climb a tree. On land it begins to suffocate. It is meant to swim. A monkey is no better than a fish, but each is best at what they are meant to do. The end of Alma 1:26 says, "They did labor. They did all labor, every man according to his strength." I think we should do the same. Find our strengths, find what gives us joy, and get better at doing it. Some of the most worthwhile pursuits are those that help others more than they help the one pursuing. Our goal in this life should in part be to find what each of us is meant to do, and what each of us is meant to be. Arthur C. Clarke wrote 3 laws. The first 2, in one version, are first law. When a distinguished but elderly scientist states that something is possible, he is almost certainly right. When he states that something is impossible, he is very probably wrong. And the second law, the only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible. If ever it seems difficult to achieve your dreams, if ever it seems impossible to ever become who you are meant to be, remember all things are arguably impossible until you achieve them. And once you redefine the possible by going into the impossible, you may just find that the limits of possibility are not impassable walls, but are rather imaginable. We can be helped in worthy endeavors. I believe that as it says in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I also believe what Isaiah says in Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So I believe that the impossible is very much attainable with Christ. I believe that once we discover what we are meant to do and begin to do it with our mind, our efforts will be magnified, and we can perform the impossible in our endeavors and pursuits. And in our endeavors and pursuits, we can receive help and mount up with wings as eagles. Find out what your talents are. Find out where your knowledge lies. And become who you are meant to be with what you are given. We can in actuality obtain the impossible, and we can in actuality become our best selves. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, parents, staff, and community members. As the academic advisor for CHS, it's my pleasure to announce this year's scholarship recipients. Before I do, I want to commend each graduate who has put in great effort to do their best in their classes this year. Not all of you will receive a scholarship tonight, but please know we applaud all of your efforts in achieving your diploma. Before we begin our awards, I'd like to remind you about a newer recognition at CHS we started a couple of years ago called Honor Grades. You will notice in your program a list of honor students. These are students who maintained 80% or above in core option classes, excluding work experience in seminary. Students will be wearing an honor grade if they earned 85% or above in grades 10, 11, and 12 English-1 string class and 3 other diploma string classes, one of which could be a -2. We would like those students to stand now. They are Aislinn Atwood, Macy Butler, Adam Hornberger, Carissa Levitt, Riley Levitt, Brody Maservi, Ali Knockvey, Elijah Ray, Caitlin Scott, Alyssa Sims, and Sarah Wahlberger. Thousands of dollars from our local community are provided through the following scholarships. A special thank you to those businesses, families, individuals who so generously invest in CHS grads. We appreciate your support. Our first award is the ATA Valedictorian Award. $500 from the ATA local is presented to the top academic student. In 2024, this award goes to Adam Hornberger. CHS Student of the Year Award. Chosen by CHS staff, this award goes to a student who, through hard work and contribution, makes the school year better. This student has a strong academic work ethic, supports extracurricular activities, works well with peers, and has a great relationship with teachers. This year, $400 goes to Sarah Wahlberger. CHS Atmosphere Awards. The following students were voted by CHS staff as ones who brighten the atmosphere and make the school a better place. $100 each goes to Jack Atwood, Wilfred Collingridge, Brody Maservi, Macy Butler, and Alan Pearson. Teresa Bowers English Social Studies Awards. To the top English and Social Studies students, Ms. Bowers made a considerable donation which continues in perpetuity. Over 30 years she served with vigor, enthusiasm, and excellence. She made teaching an art. The top two combined student averages in Social-1 and English-1 and Social-2 and English-2 will receive $700 and $500 respectively. The English-2 Social and Social-2 award goes to first place Jackson Myers, second place Emmy Stewart. The English and Social-1 awards goes to first place Riley Levitt, second place Adam Hornberger. The Simpson Markinch Ranches Limited Scholarship Awards. This perpetual scholarship originates from a substantial donation from the above-named corporation. The fund uses interest to provide recognition for exceptional achievement in biology, physics, chemistry, and math. This year, the same student earned all 4 awards of $500 each. Congratulations, Adam Hornberger. E.J. Wood Memorial Scholarships. Mr. and Mrs. Glenn E. Nielsen donated Husky Oil Canada Limited shares in memory of Mrs. Nielsen's father, Edward James Wood. Mr. Wood promoted the Alberta University system. The E.J. Wood Scholars demonstrate academic excellence, citizenship, character and school involvement, as well as initiative and integrity. The award was divided among 6 recipients this year and will be presented by Todd Hagee. $1,000 is awarded to Macy Butler and Ali Knockby. $2,000 to Ben Fang. $3,000 to Iselin Atwood. $4,000 to Sarah Wahlberger. And $5,000 to Riley Levitt. The NMAX Environmental Legacy Scholarship. NMAX Energy Corporation provides this $1,000 scholarship to a student with a grade 12 average of 65 or higher. The recipient must demonstrate environmental leadership and citizenship qualities through participation in non-academic school and community activities. In 2024, the award goes to Hannah Pilling. The Ben Nish Scholarship. This scholarship is in honor of our colleague and teacher who taught at CHS for 18 years before becoming ill in 2020. The committee in charge of this scholarship is looking to recognize a student who reflects the characteristics that Mr. Nish found honorable in his students. This student should demonstrate a strong work ethic, have the ability to practice resilience when faced with difficult circumstances, and have overcome obstacles in their own life. They should hold strong moral values and possess the attributes of a true leader by motivating, inspiring, and looking out for others. This student values the importance of self-reliance and has a desire to further their educational goals. Presented by Mr. Nish, this award goes to Trucks Wood. The Blue and White Club Scholarship. This scholarship is sponsored by the Blue and White Club and given to 2 students who support and participate in school activities and who will be good ambassadors of CHS once they leave high school. This $500 each award goes to Jack Atwood and Caitlin Scott. The Willard M. Brooks Family Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Brooks' 50-year career included service as CHS Vice Principal and Board Trustee. His dedication to education, particularly mathematics, was only matched by his commitment to athletics as an athlete, organizer, and historian. $1,000 is offered based on post-secondary acceptance, academics, extracurricular involvement, including athletics and need. This year's recipient is Aislinn Atwood. The Cardston Rotary Club Scholarship. This award is presented to students accepted at a Canadian post-secondary institution or apprenticeship program. Applicants must submit a 500-word essay. This year's award, presented by President Bill Simon, of $1,000 each, goes to Riley Levitt and Ben Fink. The First Choice Savings Star Citizen Award. For this award, students were nominated by CHS staff and administration on the basis of dependability, cooperative spirit, leadership, and service to their school and community, and evidence of personal values and integrity. This year's award of $500 goes to Jack Atwood. The Cardston District Healthcare Auxiliary Association Award. $500 scholarships are available to grade 12 students who plan on pursuing a career in any healthcare-related profession and are accepted into full-time post-secondary programs. Past graduates can also apply. Presented by Elaine Edmonds and Janice Hall, this year's awards go to Ali Knockby, Macy Butler, Sarah Walbiger, and Riley Levitt. The Jeffrey Spencer Memorial Award. Created in honor of Mr. Jeffrey Spencer, who had a special love of construction and mechanics, this $1,000 scholarship is for the most outstanding CTS construction and fabrication student. This year's award, on behalf of the Spencer family, goes to Hannah Pilling. The Maggie Cronin Citizenship Award. As one who devotes a great deal of time to the citizens of Cardston, Mrs. Cronin has generously donated funds to recognize a student who does the same. To qualify for this award, students must write an essay on the impacts of good citizenship. Presented by Mayor Cronin, this year's award goes to Jack Atwood. The Briggs Holland Memorial Award. Briggs Holland was a grade 10 student at Cardston High School in 2019. He was known for his athletic talent, easygoing personality, and his ability to make friends with everyone he met. To honor his memory, his family has generously provided an annual scholarship. This scholarship is given to a grade 12 student who played on the varsity boys basketball team. This player exhibits the qualities Briggs showed during his time on the team. This student is a team player, gives 110% in practice and games, puts his teammates before himself, respects players, coaches, and officials, and is a great example on and off the court. This $500 scholarship goes to Kason Bester. Cardston Lions Club Service Award. An award of $500 is given to encourage students to become active in their community and provide service of their own initiative. Presented by Lions Club member Zenith Gaynor, this year's recipient is Macy Butler. The Legacy of Chief Mountain Masonic Lodge number 58 Cardston Scholarship. When the Chief Mountain Masonic Lodge number 58 ceased operations, they donated significant funds to generate a continuous scholarship as their legacy to the Cardston area. The scholarship value will fluctuate each year and is presented to students admitted into post-secondary programs, with preference given to those focusing on agriculture or trades. This year there are 2 recipients who will receive $1,500. Presented by Tobias Terrell, the recipients are Macy Butler and Ben Feng. The Mrs. Shirley Gibb Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to a young woman who displays leadership skills and academic excellence. The successful candidate demonstrates self-motivation, confidence, determination, dedication, optimism, and is a volunteer in their community and exemplifies the qualities Mrs. Gibb displayed in her 35 years of teaching for Westmount. This year, the award of $500 goes to Iselin Atwood. The Cardston Elementary School Scholarship. This award is provided by all the teachers and support staff of Cardston Elementary to a graduate of Cardston High School who's registered in a post-secondary program. The recipient also demonstrates satisfactory grades, responsible citizenship, and extracurricular involvement. Preference is given to past CES students. Presented by Macy Butler, this year's award of $500 goes to Macy Wood. Presented to Macy Butler. Go Macy's. The Willard M. Brooks Family Memorial Scholarship. Wait, we did this one. Did we, Mr. Quinton? No, okay. Mr. Brooks' 50-year career included, yes we did. Yes we did, my bad. Cardston Dairy Queen Scholarship. This scholarship is generously given by Cardston Dairy Queen owner Mike Kwan to a graduating student who has shown exceptional work ethic in the time they have been employed for him. This year's $2,000 scholarship goes to Gabriel Williamson. Cardston Ag Society Scholarships. Students were selected for these scholarships based on essays they wrote about how agriculture impacts their lives. These scholarships are funded by various Cardston and area businesses by participating in the Businessman's Ride a Cow event during Heritage Days. Presented by Jordan Hagee, the recipients are Trayson Hardy, Brody Baservi, Kason Bester, Sarah Walbiger, and Macy Butler. The Royal Canadian Legion Branch 170 Awards. Awards of $500 are presented to students showing academic excellence in the event that an applicant has had ancestors who have served in the armed forces. Extra consideration is given. Presented by Darren Atwood, this year's winners are Jack Atwood and Macy Butler. The Elevate Eye Care Scholarship. David Anderson at Elevate Eye Care has generously donated 2 $500 scholarships to students who show academic excellence, are accepted to a post-secondary institution, and who write an essay about changing your community in a positive way. This year's winners are Grace Sapola and Macy Butler. Education Matters Awards. Last year, an anonymous donor came forward wanting to support graduates at CHS who make education a priority in their lives. These 9 awards of $1,000 each are given to students who show commitment and effort in their studies, have good attendance, have made an effort to plan for and go forward with post-secondary education. Extra consideration may be given to those who have financial need or may not qualify for other awards. This year's winners are Jackson Ewell, Caitlin Scott, Gabriel Williamson, Ali Nakvi, Nevaeh Hennessy, Ben Fang, Grace Sapola, Brody Maservi, and Emma Tailfeathers. The West Wind School Division Scholarship Class Awards. These awards were established to reflect not only a high level of academic excellence in each field of study, but also a contribution to a positive program. Each student will receive $100. Presented by board members Anna Joyce Frank and Tammy Tolley for CTS Construction, Fabrication, and Drama and Choir, Alan Pearson. For Art and Foods class, Riley Levitt. For Pro Cooking and Rap, Tyler Preet. For Spanish, Emmy Stewart. For Multimedia, Trux Wood. For Physical Education, Tarek Wright. For Blackfoot, Zach Eaglebear. For Chemistry, Kason Bester. For Band, Parker Scott. For Math, Joseph Van Dyce. For Calculus, Adam Hornberger. For Physics, Ali Nakvi. For Science 30, Mason Ducharme. Social Studies, Sarah Wahlberger. English, Brody Maservi. And Biology, Kira Scout. The following awards were presented at previous events, but we would like to recognize them here as well. So instead of coming up to the stand, just please stand where you are when your name is read for these next awards. The K&D Male Athlete of the Year. This scholarship, donated by K&D Implements in Cardston, is given to a male athlete who demonstrates exemplary leadership, team spirit, dedication, and a love for the game, as chosen by the Athletic Council. This year's award is shared between 2 for $600 each to Brody Winder and Cooper Oliver. Blue and White Club Female Athlete of the Year. This scholarship, sponsored by the Blue and White Club, is given to a female who demonstrates exemplary leadership, team spirit, dedication, love for the game, as chosen by the Athletic Council. This year, $1,200 is presented to Hannah Pilling, so just stand to be recognized. Play Like a Girl Award. This scholarship, donated by an anonymous donor, is for a female graduate of CHS who's demonstrated excellence in sports, lives an active lifestyle, and who will be continuing with athletics at the post-secondary level. This $1,000 award was given at our recent Athletics Awards night. Hannah Pilling, please stand to be recognized. The following band awards were given out at the year-end concert. Recipients, please stand and be recognized as your name is read in the award. The John Philip Sousa Award to Parker Scott. The Patrick Gilmore Award to Esther Whitaker. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Band Award to Walker Cunningham. And the Director's Choice Award to Becky Hatch. Alberta students who have qualifying grade averages are automatically considered for the Alexander Rutherford Scholarships. You can see the potential recipients in your programs. Students, there is an information sheet in your grad packets about how to apply for the Rutherford Scholarships. Thank you to all of our donors and congratulations to all the recipients.
Okay, it's the time you're all been waiting for, so we're going to have the graduates receive their grad packets. Sorry? Yes. And our dignitaries come on up, so our trustees, Mr. Device, our mayor, come on up. Okay, here we go. Danny, you're first. So you guys just don't wait for me, you just start walking across the stage and I'll read your name as you get there. All right, here we go. Our first graduate, Danny Alston. You'll stop for a picture with Mr. Toon. Aislinn Atwood. Jack Atwood. Lainey Beezer. Kason Bester. Kaylee Bevins. Madison Bevins. Ryder Bevins. Cade Baby. Sam Burrows. Macy Butler. Mackenzie Cahoon. Big crowd. Wilford Collingridge. Walker Cunningham. Mason Ducharme. Zach Eaglebear. Ben Fang. Eliza Furby. Alex Fox Roper. Mariah Gooddagger. Haley Grossventure-Boyd. Lachey Harrybull. Trayson Harty. Rebecca Hatch. Nevaeh Hennessy. Valedictorian Adam Hornberger. Kiara Infanti. Cougar Ivans. Kata Capsis. Jackson Kerr. Maya Cook. Nora Cormus. Easton Lawler. Riley Layton. Riley Levitt. Carissa Levitt. Riley Levitt. Elandra Layton. Dylan Manyfingers. Kaylin McCarthy. Brody Maservi. Jackson Myers. Matthew Monk. Ollie Knockby. Bert Nelson. Jimmy Nish. Cooper Oliver. Malia Olson. Alan Pearson. Colby Pearson. Hannah Pilling. Jovi Potts. Sam Preet. Tyler Preet. Elijah Ray. Anna Russ. Annie Salmon. Katie Scott. Kira Scout. Riker Shipley. Grace Sapola. Christian Smith. Phoebe Spirit. Emmy Stewart. Sienna Sun. Emma Tailfeathers. Marshall Tailfeathers. Tegan Takahashi's not here. Rafe Vadney. Joseph Van Dice. Sarah Wahlberger. Esther Whitaker. Gabriel Williamson. Callie Woolsey. Trucks Wood. Tarek Wright. Brody Winder. Junior Youngpine. Last but not least, Jackson Ewell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2024. Move your tassels, jump those hats. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Quinton will play some music, and Jackson knows he'll lead you guys out. We'll just wait for some music here. He might have a special song. I'm not sure what he's got planned. Okay, the graduates will meet you outside. Go ahead, Jackson. Jackson, you can just go straight. You can just go straight out, yeah.